Last time on the Big Break Legacy.
Each team will have to select a particular social responsibility task.
Thanks and good luck, eh? Yeah, I think
It's when your music comes on.
Teams choose an important social responsibility message and deliver it to the public via a flash mob.
Yeah, baby.
Letsatsi Inc.'s efforts are uncoordinated and they must face the music.
You're supposed to give it your all, your 110%.
Business ideas and opportunities are everywhere, but it takes a certain type of person to spot them. It takes an entrepreneur, someone who can recognize an opportunity and turn it into a successful business. South Africa needs world-class entrepreneurs. The Big Break Legacy is going to find one. From thousands of hopefuls, 12 of the country's finest entrepreneurs made it through. From all walks of life, from all parts of the country. All with one thing in common: the drive and ambition to convince our 3 board members they should be the winner of a 5 million rand investment prize. The Big Break Legacy.
All 3 of you let us down. All 3 of you have been through this process with us. You know what it takes. We've always demanded of you to work as individuals, but also to contribute in your team succeeding. There is really no reason you should be masters of your destiny right now. I mean, within the Big Break, because of the lessons that we have given you. You've disappointed us as a board. We'll give you one last chance. All 3 of you are saved. But guys, ain't gonna happen again.
I just want to remind you something. You're never smarter than your teammates. Never. And that you need to carry through your life, not only in business. You're never smarter than the next guy. Okay?
Okay. And this is going to become more critical as we go towards the end of the show. So that's what we're going to be looking for. How well you work together as a team.
Right.
The leader that did nothing gets to stay. We'll see.
I'm disappointed that I was there. I didn't really believe that I should be up for review. Adele really kind of messed up the team.
You know, she's like a train wreck, just comes in there, pushes everything out of the way. It doesn't matter how it feels, it's her way or the highway.
Safe. Welcome back.
Adele today, obviously.
But Adele's there, hey?
I'm safe.
What's up with your eye there?
What's happening with your eye?
Welcome back, my man.
What's wrong, child?
Welcome back.
No, it's just a pressure.
What? No, it's a
I'll come back to me there.
That was a close call, and now the pressure's really on to prove themselves as a team. But will their differences get in the way?
Told you guys, nobody's going home.
No, but we all said it.
Yeah. What's up?
No, hearty warm welcome.
From me. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be back.
How you guys doing? Good? Now, before I give you the brief for the next task, let me tell you the teams that we've assigned you to. The Letsatsi Inc. will consist of Adele, Sanele, and Debogo.
Sanela thinks I'm dumb, man, and it's annoying.
I've worked with Debogo, no problem. I've worked with Adele, problem.
Newton's fourth consists of Jared, Zama, and Tsepiso. If the guy is the blue chip of the last episode, won't you please come forward? Congratulations, you did well.
Thanks.
Yeah. Which of the 2 teams would you like to join?
I mean, you could have put Bull Gates in the 1 team, but Adele was there, so I wasn't going to be on that team. The blue team, Newton's fourth.
Okay, congratulations. You may sit down. Now let me introduce Corney Botha, Senior Marketing Manager, SME at MTN Business. Good luck, guys.
From flash mob menageries to Steve Jobs wannabes, the task turns to technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, the task of this week will be for you to go and start a business using technology. The technology itself will have to be the core component of the business. We will be providing you with a few business tools in order to do so. First will be a laptop, a smartphone, your mobile data, mobile voice, and we're also adding a 3G Wi-Fi router to the mix as well. So if you look at the router itself, it can connect up to about 30 different users. So keep that in mind when you're going out and looking for new opportunities. Further to that, we're also going to be giving you access to one of the components of the MTN SME Pro Pack, which is the business concierge service. Any type of information you require, they'll be able to assist you with. And as always, drivers in vehicles sponsored by Chevrolet will also be provided to you. The measurement of this task will be based on the potential sustainability of the business, as well as the sales generated at the end of this task. You will have 3 days to perform the task, and on the 4th day, you will be judged.
Each week, one lucky viewer will stand a chance to win a Nexus 7 tablet by simply SMSing their name, number, and answer to a question coming up later on in the show. All entries throughout the season will go into the grand prize draw, where you can stand a chance to win a Chevrolet Spark. Remember, look out for the question coming up later on in the show, so stay tuned.
We need to choose a leader. I don't have a lot of technology savvy. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's not a problem.
All good?
Yeah, Adele said it straight that she's not a techno-fundi, so it's going to be a bit difficult for her.
Remember, I don't know how important is the fact that this must be something that anybody can typically do without being really IT literate. In the midst of trying to conceptualize things, ideas need to be turned down immediately. If it doesn't make sense, it must be taken out of the picture, and you move on to the next thing.
What about training people how to use a router?
Okay, but
Remember, the service must come from the device.
So if you do it a web-based business, log onto our website, we'll show you how.
They definitely should be having a manual inside,
No, we can't assume anything.
but they do have a manual inside.
Okay, I'm not saying shoot everything.
There's tension in the Letsatsi camp from the get-go.
It is as if you are attacking her idea, and it's not the case.
Set up a new leader. Decide who's going to lead us.
Okay, well, I'll do it.
Take it.
Meanwhile, Jared steps into his role as the reigning team leader with ease.
Do you want to just put a crown on your head?
You read boy.
Right there. Get a crown, and as a gift, you get a little scepter you can write with.
All right.
Okay.
From what I've seen today, I think he's growing now. I saw some maturity in him. We have 3 days, so I hope he will remain the same throughout the task.
Whatever we go with, we can leverage off, other big companies advertising. So we can try to kind of work that into our business model, whichever kind of concept we go for. I was by default the team leader because I wasn't a team leader for the previous tasks. I've got a bit of technological experience, so hopefully that kind of counts in my favor with this task. If we are to kind of go with any of this, it needs a lot of web development. And we need to have it done in 3 days.
And there's actually so much that you can do with online stuff, but obviously now one thing is that it needs to be quite innovative. It needs to make us stand out.
Make a business.
And more than anything, it needs to make money.
It's almost like an oversimplification of something that's right in front of us. Something's right in front of us and we're just not seeing it.
There's what we call search engine optimization as well.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of reinventing the wheel, but do what the Chinese do. For instance, reverse technology, re-implementing it in a better way.
The core business for MTN is mobility. And one of the problems that people usually encounter is they would get to a location and they don't have access to internet. Ours could be to offer an online solution for whatever's happening. So for instance, look at an online events solution.
Maybe just to get our brains thinking, maybe do some brainstorming. Let's say the reminder service that I mentioned earlier on. I mean, when you guys think about that, what do you think of? It's that online concierge type of thing, but basically all you're doing is creating a hub, and then everything else is outsourced. Somebody goes into this hub, they decide, I need this to be done, this to be done, this to be done. So your whole element of your life becomes managed, all the mundane tasks. The other one is I mean, you've got this router, shove it in a taxi, sell bandwidth to people, you know, in just small chunks. You know, there are Wi-Fi hotspots all over the place, but I mean, putting it into the buses, into the public transports like taxis, you sort of create a niche market.
You know, with all of them, they are great ideas, but we're going to try to put in something that's just going to make them even better.
Once we have identified what is it that we want to do, we need to check the skills that we have. Is it sufficient, or do we need to get other skills outside?
I think we need to research.
We have to go big. I can guarantee you that the other team will not hesitate at all. They'll give it everything, and that's exactly what we are going to do. We're going to give it everything and more.
I suggested, that we get some sort of reminder service where they just go onto the website, whatever website it is, and then subscribe to that kind of database.
I think we're all just a bit drained at the moment, so I can't really think of anything absolutely new. But yeah, I'm going to give it my best, as I always do.
The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business. The teams gather again to rack their brains for that elusive big idea.
What's that got to do with anything?
I think my opinion counts.
But there's still lagging tension in the Letsatsi camp, and Zanele goes into shutdown mode.
Sanele and Adele, they still have problems from the previous task. Sanele is not coming to the party. When we're in the midst of doing the task, he said he wants to go sleep.
That pretty much sums it up. He's not interested. He doesn't want to be part of this.
My priority is making a success out of the challenge. So I won't let him or anybody for that matter come in the way of doing that. Isn't it the Sanele one? Sanele?
Yeah.
Why are you wasting everyone's time? Why are you making us look bad?
Unfortunately, from the judge's recommendation, we have to work together as a team, so our differences must be put aside.
But now the question is, that concept, is it easier for anybody to just implement?
One of the most commonly bought things in South Africa is airtime. There's over 27 million users. Can you imagine if you could start allowing people to invest R1 into shares at any given time using their airtime?
I like the idea of it. And what else?
If I have the sharp pain in my back at work, I don't have the time or the money or medical aid even to go to a doctor, but I do have internet access at work or at home or on my phone. I send a quick email, within 20 minutes you have 4 or 5 doctors on call. I spoke to the board for doctors. They said it's all fair and well and it is being done in the States, but people are also being sued left, right and centre in the States because you have a misdiagnosis on the internet. It's a mess.
What I had in mind was to create a sector-specific product, and I had identified the agricultural sector as what we can target.
Sanele's idea of a database for farmers to go to and get information. There's 4, 5, 6 websites that already do that.
The reality is we could be sitting here the entire day and going through so many ideas, and there's an idea that we had that apparently it was released to the other guys by one of the team members that we had.
I think they might be copying our ideas every now and then.
As ideas bite the dust, tensions rise, rumors of plagiarism start circling.
What I noticed was, we're talking on the phones, windows are open.
I've got a speculation that the other team, was catching on our ideas.
The difficult thing is finding out, has our ideas or words influenced their thoughts in any way? Corporate espionage, it happens, so why not the big break contestants, right?
Okay, so are you all happy with the concept of, having mobile Wi-Fi hotspots in the buses and trains and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
Are you all in agreement?
We settled on what we want to do. Very simple, but from calling around, seems very effective. I've just got some feedback from 2 businesses now that are very interested in doing a trial version with us. Taking this unit, right, and putting it into transport vehicles. And the one is a transport company, and the other one's actually a franchise that are actually looking to do mobile units. So moving around, creating these hotspots using the MTN devices. They purchase on behalf of the public. So we create a special deal for them that they pay a monthly subscription for, but all of the technical stuff's out of their hands, so they focus on their own business. But effectively what they're adding is this value add service.
I'm 100% behind it. At this stage of the game, it's all about the team. So we vote on something, we all gotta be behind it, and we all gotta pull our weight and do the best we can.
Please, can you phone me back in 1 minute?
In a minute.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Bye.
It was a pretty boring day in terms of watching us work, but Tebogo and I managed to do quite a bit.
So I was thinking of a concept of buy media or buy news. Most of these news platforms, they're always claiming to be the first to be on scene when really they're not. Who's on first? Who's first? It's people that are out there. I mean, the internet has made it easier for these people to be publishers, to be journalists themselves. For instance, these people capture a story, take pictures, and send it to us. We buy it from them, and we sell it to Media 24. We sell it to, to News 24, to any other of them. That we managed to get a lot going. We decided on an idea.
Making the everyday man on the street a journalist, giving him that accreditation, and eventually we pay you should people buy your story.
Do you think it's something that could work?
So in terms of what you want to do with breaking news, I think it's a great idea.
We became fortunate as well to get hold of Stefan Massey. He's the former country manager and CEO of Google South Africa.
Enable co-creativity. So you allow people to make your organization better, allow people in to make your product better, to make you to be a part of the idea generation.
He gave us some quite good insights and aspects around the idea that we had. So I think it's going to be a brilliant concept to present to the judges.
Newton's Fourth are in full swing.
Email, hi, we are a team from the Big Break Legacy. You've been tasked with this and this and this and that. And then what we'd like to offer you is attached in the letter. Well, the day was quite slow just because, you know, we're used to jumping up and down and doing a lot of things. And now we actually got to sit behind computers and do some mental work.
The BBR house becomes headquarters as teams come to grips with the nuts and bolts of 21st century technology.
They're exploring our website on our Wi-Fi.
So that's advertising.
Exactly.
So people will pay us for that.
So we've got an internet on all these Wi-Fis, which they can browse and, explore, on our expense. But it's not our expense because
the advertisers will pay for that.
We also did a website whereby people will be able to advertise in that website.
Okay, any luck with the buses?
We haven't really gone off site yet. Everything has been done on the phone. But tomorrow we'll do some sightseeing.
So now what we're trying to do is still trying out to actually get other people that we can visit. So we got a journalist as well. That we might visit.
When we left the house, we went to go consult with someone who's in the media industry to just get some insight as to what is the perceptions of people with media. There's a huge difference between getting a story from a first person and getting it from the third person. It gets tempered with along the way.
Team Letsatsi meet up with radio presenter Sibili Molefe to get her side of the story.
Which I think it would. Facebook, Twitter, those would fall flat because why would you load a video or a picture onto Facebook or Twitter if you can get paid for it? Okay.
Any story that sells, why not? I'd go all the way. Almost every minute there's something out there happening, that's eye-catching, that's newsworthy, and we miss out a lot on it. Instead, sometimes you'll just get, a story being written about it.
Yeah, but look at Scontown. That guy had to get paid.
Can you imagine how much he would have made?
Just coming from interviewing one of the journalists, Sibili Molefe, she's with Lesedi FM and SABC. Is this an idea that as a journalist she would consider?
The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business.
We went to go buy our adapters and cables just to connect the Wi-Fi router to the car to test if it will actually work.
We just bought a converter where you're going to use the Wi-Fi in the buses and in the cabs.
Newton's Fourth take the idea for a test drive.
So we had to take this thing and modify it a little bit.
And then we went to go try it. So we tried it, it was tested, and it was amazing. It worked like a bomb.
Our first meeting for the day has started.
Time for Letsatsi to polish up and meet the top brass at CNBC.
We actually have a 10 o'clock appointment at CNBC Africa, and we're meeting with Chris Botha. He has more than 28 years of experience in the journalism industry.
I mean, what you're talking about is something which is happening a lot now, citizen journalism. The only problem you've got is that there's a lot of people doing this now.
He gave a lot of inside info. so that at least we know what loopholes to cover.
Within an hour, you can Google it and it's there. People are using cell phones. The only problem is it makes it very difficult for you to make money out of it.
It gave us some really, really good insight on how to make it even more sustainable.
I think the market is for the story behind the story. Stuff you can't get on the internet. Stuff
The
you can't
story
find
behind the story, I like
yeah.
that. No,
All
thanks
right.
a lot, eh?
Lovely to
Cheers.
meet you.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
And from there we went to take Sanele to wherever they were putting up an application.
We're on our way to Hyde Park. We're meeting a guy who's going to help me to try and put the systems together.
Newton's Forth go to meet their first potential client, the business owner of a shuttle service.
We just came to confirm that you guys are on board to advertise on our website.
And maybe we could actually try out our product on one of your shuttles.
Yes. I was able to seal a deal, and we were able to test our Wi-Fi router on one of his minibuses.
Another test drive for Newton's Forth gets on the road.
We're gonna let this thing run and then just test the signal to see if it's gonna work in an environment when a vehicle is moving.
Are we online?
Yes. We're online. We're online.
We're online.
Mine is working.
Yeah, same here.
Awesome.
And the speed, it's fast, so we're gonna win with this product.
We tested it on the shuttle service. We drove around the block and it worked perfectly.
It's green, showing that I can connect to the internet via this Wi-Fi router that we have over here.
Sanele, he's here to see Louis, and they start working on the application itself. And me and you will head to our 12 o'clock meeting. Then from there afterwards, what you'll do, you'll come join Sanele. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, cool.
Letsatsi Inc. meet application developers and digital specialists.
We'll see what Sanele brings to the team. He hasn't brought much so far. I think we're going to have a very good product. We know what to do, we know what not to do. So it's all about implementation now.
Let's go kill this my white chocolates.
Dark chocolate.
I've been working with Adele and we work well together. I think it's a question that just needs to be understood. Me and Adele, we went to a meeting to try and at least capture implementing of the system itself. So yeah, no, the meeting was a great success. In fact, they've put other additions to this idea that we didn't think of. They gave us an added-on sustainability of this concept in terms of making use of pictures or selling pictures. This is what they specialize in, so they're more relevant than I think anybody that we've seen, because they cover from the technical aspect of it.
On the whole, it does work. I mean, I've got access to all my chats. I'm using the internet right now. I just need to make a few calls now to arrange our next meeting. We went to Ngamla's, the franchise, and I think Ngamla's is just a perfect opportunity because they're so new and they want to roll out different stores and they're open to using the mobile units.
Iftika and Tapiso meet their next potential client and he's keen to see what's on the Newton's Forth menu.
The reason why we came to you is because we want to set up a hotspot in your restaurant.
And effectively over here you're looking at having people actually purchase data coupons and then using it.
That's amazing. I think it would work very, very well in all takeaway stores, let alone ours.
Yes.
The more people, the more noise, the more customers are going to be attracted to your store. And this item also introduces that new vibe into the store, you know. This is awesome. I've enjoyed meeting you guys.
Okay.
I hope to be taking units for all our stores soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. So he's going to provide us with a letter of intent. He's quite interested in the product. And he's also going to advertise on our website, so we're very excited on that. We're just testing it with some customers here in the restaurant to see how it works and get some feedback from them.
It's lunchtime and we're here and we're using Wi-Fi. With students, it's so convenient.
The students at the restaurant actually said, you know what, they would actually love something on the buses because, you know, going to school, they would do like their research and all of that stuff. So it was quite exciting to actually do some market research.
So if we were to put this out there, it would help a lot of people. Yeah. It would. Yeah. All right, thanks ladies. Thank you so
very
much.
much.
All right,
Thank
sweet.
you.
Okay,
Bye.
Meanwhile, Letsatsi battle to find themselves on the same page.
So what we have to work on now is to work on the site itself.
I was completely confused. I thought a web interface is a website.
It seemed as if one of the team members didn't understand that a web interface can only be done once you've done the main site.
I'm still confused.
The one website is going to be the content website. This is where people...
Front end.
Yes, the front end where your agencies take information. And then this is your app-based functionality, which goes straight to that.
Other than that, he hasn't done anything today.
It's the end of the day and the contestants return to the BBL house. But no one is relaxed.
So what did you guys get up to today?
Very important meetings to attend.
Being friendly, you know, go and ask Sanele, how's his day going?
We could not sit around and fish for ideas like you guys do.
The other team were actually accusing us of stealing their concept.
It's always a team with a Adele.
Given the way Adele reacted, there must be some kind of a truth to it.
I honestly don't have time for this. What are you doing?
I'm working. I don't know what happened, but she came in furious and she just lost it.
Working at what? One of our ideas?
Adele, we don't need one of your dumb ideas.
She storms off, goes to the kitchen, and throws a plate at Jared's head.
Should have thrown two.
No, there's a lot wrong with that.
Are we making up a story? Yeah?
They were entertaining that, and I didn't quite like it. What is it that you guys do?
Toboko, you're crazy, man. Nah, you're crazy, dude.
We know what happened.
When you let these things get to you, it can affect the way you think and the way you perform and the way you treat people.
I incidentally pushed Ife into the pool. It was a mistake that happened.
It was bad. Luckily, it was not me.
Will the tension in the house cool down? Only the new day will tell. The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business. It's morning and Team Latsatsi is confident and quick off the mark.
Media Development and Diversity Agency. Once we've got these guys on our team, our task is done. We are ready to present.
I'm looking forward to wiping the smiles off their faces again.
Because I see egos are on the rise.
I feel like Adele still needs to redeem herself. I think she's a hard worker in her own way, and I want her to fully express that. I think she has not had the opportunity to do it.
After MDDA, we just need to sit down and send through a couple of emails for now.
Yeah.
Then from there, work on the proposal a bit. Probably after supper, present it to you guys.
Okay.
And you guys tell me what you think. We tweak it there and there.
What's going to be important for myself and my team today is to come up with a very good presentation that will resonate what the site is. It's day 2 today, so we're finalizing the website, enhancing the user face to try and make it more user-friendly.
Sanele has chosen to be not part of the whole excitement, so he developed the website today.
It's going to be a very long day, but let's give it a shot. All right.
Sanele gets down to the technicalities of building their website.
So my day today, I practically spent it putting that system together and trying to integrate it with the mobile application.
While Newton's Fourth get onto their next potential client.
So we're here at Airport Link. We're about to meet the owner, James. From what I've told him over the phone, he seems to be very interested in the product and the concept that we have. And today we actually just want to tell him a bit more, maybe show him the product and hopefully get a letter of intent. So let's go.
Hello, come in. Hello. Hi there.
James.
Yes.
James, I'm Iftikhar. We spoke on the phone.
Hello.
Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Zama, nice to see you. Pull up a chair, chaps. Sure. We're a private, pre-booked, door-to-door transfer business.
Airport Link is just an addition to kind of our current strategy.
What we basically want to do for you is just offer you a convenient, competitive advantage because you pay a certain price.
She kind of wanted to lead.
He has this tendency to sort of take credit, but it's also a bit more of, trying to be bossy and, sort of force away.
And then we install it, maintain it, and load data there for you. So you do nothing. We let you concentrate on your core business and we provide the add-on for you.
For the customer, he's going to come from the airports where there is already Wi-Fi. To be able to put this in between would be very useful to the passenger, I think.
You know, providing that almost seamless Wi-Fi service, sort of bridging that gap. He seemed very interested in such a thing. Would you be interested in perhaps a trial version?
To give me an advantage over somebody else, I think it would be interesting to be to trial.
Okay. We showcased our product, we tested it, he liked it, he signed a letter of intent, he wants to roll it out in 5 cars. So that's very positive for us.
We are meeting with Limco, who's the CEO of the MDDA.
So part of what they do, it's development within the media aspect and community radio stations. So it's more of trying to find that synergy within whatever that we're coming up with and the organization themselves. I think that's what's important the most, yeah.
Adele and Tebogo get another important meeting underway.
Pleased to meet you too. Welcome. Would you, as the MDDA, endorse something like that?
It's certainly a brilliant idea.
Those are the guys that we really, more than anybody, that we needed their thumbs up and to say this will work, and they'll support it.
This idea adds value to media diversity.
It will be a privilege for us to present. It's either maybe an email or a letter, some form of endorsement or something. You know what, you think this will work.
We've got a couple of letters of intent that have started rolling in, but no physical money.
Maybe email us something.
Maybe short something.
Yeah.
Just a short.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your time, mate. It's really much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Afterwards, we went to go send through some emails as well, because we had a lot of electronic interaction.
While Sanele is still busy constructing the site.
We went to a guest house in Pretoria, and that was just really for advertising on the website.
There's no stopping Newton's Farth who start their negotiations with potential advertisers.
Are you guys going to have a seat?
Thank you so much.
So people are going to log on to this. So if you go into accommodation, that's the featured ad. So you see Bella Bonnie is the first one. When anyone goes onto this website, they first see your brand. Would you be interested in something like this?
Once somebody picks up the network, my brand will be on there. So I think for me, it's a very, very brilliant idea. I don't know where I give it.
Ka-ching!
Thank you so much.
No, thank you guys.
To see people actually loving it and being willing to pay to advertise just because the system is so great was wonderful.
Because at $500 for what you guys are doing is a small price to pay.
We've got what we wanted, basically had a concept, tested out in the market. We know we can expand it and grow it.
Things are not going quite so smoothly for Letsatsi Inc.
Namsa, you don't respond to my emails. I need to fight with you.
Fine. Can I please find you now?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It won't help us now because I'm already here. We had a 1 o'clock appointment at Power FM.
About what it means to play.
Well, we haven't heard anything from Sanele yet. So, do you think I should give him a call?
I think we can give him a call. If we lose, might send Sanele home. I mean, we've been complaining from day one that the guy has not really been pulling his weight. You're too quiet, my man. What's happening?
I don't know why he's still here if he's not contributing.
No, it's fine.
Sorry,
I'll call you
up on
back.
a call. Adele.
Sharp. How are you?
Hi, I'm Susie.
Oh, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you
Good,
guys.
thanks. The people that were supposed to be doing the interview, now apparently they didn't want to take up the responsibility. So we sat there for about 2 to 3 hours waiting.
But technically, it's coming together.
Hi, Steve. Good.
Yes, okay, we've completed our Android app. It allows you to upload pictures, videos, as well as PDF and Word docs.
Okay.
We've got a simple user interface to log in. It's very easy to use.
There it is. Thank you very much. You're the best. Right.
I mean, we've developed the app is working. You upload to the website. Our website has a functionality that if you tag word on the street on Facebook, it automatically spins off to our website.
I think this would definitely sell for one particular reason only. It's covering the first person who got onto the scene, not the person who was told what happened. We want to niche this part, which is telling a story behind the story. And that's the focus of Word on the Street. And that's why it'll make it out there.
We're ready for tomorrow, for the judging, to go present what we've came up with.
The Big Break Legacy. The Big Break Legacy is powered by MTN Business. Remember, you can stand a chance to win a Nexus 7 tablet by simply SMSing your name, number and answer of the following question to 33614. What is the name of Letsatsi Inc.'s business idea? Is it A, word on the street, B, street journalist, or C, media hub? Each week, one lucky winner will be selected, so SMS now. All entries will go into the grand prize draw, where you can stand a chance to win a Chevrolet Spark. SMS now. D-Day has arrived.
Hello guys.
Hi Ezra.
Let me introduce Nomalanga Nkosi, the General Manager Enterprise Marketing at MTN. Who's doing your presentation?
I am.
Jared, won't you please start?
Good day, board. In a tech world where everyone is tech savvy and access to internet is a need, there's a gap where MTN product can be used to start a viable business. Our opportunity was to provide reliable internet connection to travelers on a bus to essentially become a mobile internet cafe. So our product is a mobile hotspot, compatible with vehicles, portable, and can connect up to 30 users all at the same time. So our hotspot business model is setting up a mobile internet hotspot in buses for travelers traveling to Cape Town, Johannesburg, Durban, even in the city, and to effortlessly and conveniently connect to the internet by purchasing internet bundles. Our secondary income stream is leveraging off our Wi-Fi hotspot in these buses by allowing consumers that are traveling to browse our website for free. While doing research with our MTN product, we also discovered viable business opportunities such as e-commerce websites, internet cafe, graphic design consultancy, web development consultancy, online tutorial institution, a classifieds website, and insurance aggregation and lead generation. We believe that MTN product has the capability of kickstarting entrepreneurs into a variety of businesses with a low capital injection. Thank you very much.
Great presentation, and thank you guys. Maybe you can speak a bit more to the commercial viability. Remember, this is supposed to be a business.
Purchasing or actually paying for the unit, like in an uncapped version of it, is not that expensive. I think it was 300 Rand. Then we add onto that, the maintenance cost of like about 200 Rand per unit. And then we add our premium, the 500 Rand, because what we pitched to them was that we fully manage the entire system. So that's everything from, the entire server, how everything links together and creates this massive hotspot.
So your idea is to create a reliable internet connection in transit. That's your value proposition, correct? So what would be your idea in terms of go-to-market with the taxi industries?
They seem interested, but obviously they said you have to follow the process.
Also with the taxi, we'd like to target the ones that travel long routes as opposed to ones from one route to the other. Because most people, if you're just traveling from Sandton to Rosebank, you won't take out your laptop.
What was your experience of working together and what did you learn from the assignment?
What I learned from the task is that with IT products, you can actually make a lot of money by providing add-ons for clients that want to concentrate on their core business objectives, for example. Like your transport companies, they don't want to have the hassles of maintaining Wi-Fi and providing it to people. But if you can jump in and spot that opportunity and just provide it to them, they are easily willing to pay a lot of money just to remain at the top of their game.
Great.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Who's doing your presentation?
I am.
Please start, Debo.
It's funny. When you actually go out there in the street, there'll always be this one person that will be standing there as if he sees nothing. And that's the one person that sees everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Letsatsi Inc. Media influence has grown exponentially with the advance of technology. There's a story taking place every 2 minutes of our lives. Unfortunately, we don't have enough journalists to cover those stories. Did you know that 80% of news come from people on the street? Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the word on the street. What is this business about? It's about stories that people get out there. Journalists usually claim to be the first on scene. In the actual fact, they're not. Internationally, they call it guerrilla journalism. And right now, we are in a generation where we are surrounded by applications. Can you make the applications available to the judges, please? Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, I introduced to you our website, The Word on the Street. This is a website that, for instance, all these stories are going to be going or uploaded to. And these are the stories where, for instance, media agencies and news agencies are going to be logging on to the website to actually bid for these stories.
Fantastic presentation.
Thank you.
I get a sense that it also is very time dependent because the story is a story today and may not be a story tomorrow. Explain the rationale around the concept and how you would overcome that, the time issue.
In terms of sustainability, we've opened it up to ad agencies, fashion stylists, and that type of businesses so that they can gather that information, pay us for that information. And in doing so, we are not only making money, but we're also creating jobs.
News agencies are going to be subscribing with us. As the news goes, there'll be a newsletter going out to them, making them aware of the news that we have. In terms of time, the bidding or the auction will only be open for a period of 30 minutes. The highest bidder at that point in time, that's the one that gets the story.
Talk to me about your front-end, back-end integration. How does it work?
We've got a configuration management system that we put in place. It allows us to change and alter the look and feel of the website without really taking it down. So for purposes of classification, it goes to the configuration management system where it's sorted, archived, and documented. Then it moves out to the website.
So how do you get the public to, how do you engage them?
All the social networks that we possibly can, we drive it through there, but also through our advertisers. We aim to be the voice of the people, the word on the street. What's really happening? What's really the story?
You seem to have worked really well as a team. How did you arrive at this idea, which I find quite original?
We threw a couple of ideas for a long time until we decided to agree with this one as a team. And then so, guys, how are we going to approach this one going forward?
Well done, guys, and thank you.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, well done.
I think they're both very original ideas, quite refreshing.
But I like the second idea much more because it takes what is already an existing culture and they are commercializing it.
I think it's proactive and creating that anticipation, so you get to say it first using technology.
And they did a much better job, I think, of introducing the audience to the industry.
Yes.
So we are in agreement.
Yes.
It would appear that Tebogo of Letsatsi team deserves to be recognized with a blue chip status. We've reached a point in the game, guys, where it's going to take really a strand of hair to separate performance. And if people are not upping their game, then there's a problem there. So we will call both Tsepiso and Zama to come and account for their lack of contribution or participation in the task. I think both teams did well, but I'd let Nomalanga from MTN be the one that gives you guys a view on how you responded as teams to the challenge. Noma?
Thank you, Ezra. To the first group that presented, the value proposition is reliable internet connection on the go. Plug and play. You put a router, it works. We like that simplicity. When it comes to the second group, the proposition, of course, is digital journalism, and that was so original because you are taking what's available and just making sure that they can get paid for it, then the energy is not wasted. I really like that. It was easy to understand immediately. In my view, the winning team, Letsatsi Inc.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
Well done. Well done, guys.
The blue chip for this challenge is Tebogo Mafole. Congratulations, Tebogo. you get a significant advantage for the next challenge.
Congratulations. Can I ask that the winning team now leave the room, please? In every challenge now, you need to really throw everything. You've got to leave yourself to the challenge. And it's going to get even tougher by the time we get to top 3 and top 2. It is the nature of business. You've got to stay on top of your game. On that note, can I ask Jarrett and Iftikhar to leave the room? Zama, Tshepiso, you are called forward for review. You've both been here before, and you know what this means. Zama, there are certain challenges where you withdraw, and this was one of those challenges. Tshepi, absolutely fantastic energy when it comes in. Just be mindful that when you work with people, you also don't want to overshadow their ideas. I'll now give each one of you an opportunity to tell us why we should keep you in the show. Zama, starting with you.
I believe that I contributed a lot in this task, and I believe that I still have a lot to contribute in this competition in terms of creativity, as I have been doing throughout the competition.
If I keep quiet a bit, then I'm not energetic enough. If I come out, then I'm too energetic. So right now I'm a bit puzzled why I stand here, but I still have a lot to offer. And I believe you'll see great things from me, not only in the competition, but outside. So I do deserve to be here.
When we get to this stage, it's a matter of that 1 degree that separates the contestants. Zama, great idea that you have, and you can pursue it outside of the big break with no doubt in my mind. Tshepiso, great idea. That's what got you into the show. You're quite right in saying that you could do it inside or outside of the show. I would urge the person that leaves us today to really make sure that they pursue their dream. The decision has been made.
Who stays? Who goes? Tune in next week to find out. To discuss your thoughts on the elimination as well as the team's performance, go to #BBL2 now. Miss anything or just want to see the episode again? Go to YouTube now.